Getting you ready for Syracuse and Stanford, a little Friday night football inside the Dome, and QB1, Kyle McCord, is back for another 2-minute drill, and an early bye week this year, Kyle. A little different, but sounds like you had a pretty good bye week overall, right?
Yeah, definitely a little strange playing 2 games and then kind of taking a break, but made the most of it. Went to the Bills-Cardinals game, played some golf, got to watch football on Saturday, so it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, you saw Garrett Williams, former SU DB, and you went with Justin Barron.
Yep.
I know he's tight with Garrett.
Yep.
And then your guy, Marvin Harrison, who he had a pretty good game the other day, too.
Yep, he definitely got going. It was cool to see. I told him after the game, it was weird because playing with him in high school and then onto college, obviously, that was the first time in 6 years where we weren't on the field together. But it was cool to see him kind of live his dream out there.
Yeah, he's like, who's this guy throwing me the ball? It's not Kyle McCord. I'm so used to this. Do you have a favorite NFL team that you try to watch on Sundays when you can?
I grew up liking the Jets, and I'll still root for them, but not really anymore.
Yeah, you probably don't have as much time. What about any quarterbacks that you grew up and kind of modeled your game after, maybe?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, so it's kind of cool how that played out. Big Matt Stafford fan as well, so those are probably the two that I grew up watching a lot.
Yeah, Stafford's sidearm throws and everything are probably pretty cool to watch as a quarterback yourself. What about just the play on the field through 2 weeks for you guys? It's been awesome to see the offense clicking, and I think a big shout-out to the offensive line, who has continued to improve. What specifically has stood out offensively for you guys for the first 2 weeks, and even with the offensive line?
Yeah, I think, like you said, the offensive line has been the key to it all, giving me a great pass protection and then doing a really good job run blocking as well, opening up the holes for the backs. But I think all around it's just been a team effort. The coaches have been great. Coach Nixon with the play calling has been on point, and then I think on top of that, everybody's making plays when they get the ball in their hands.
Yeah, Coach Nixon was dialing up some sweet plays in that Georgia Tech game for sure. You and Trevor Pena, it seems like you guys have been playing together for 5 years, the connection you have. I know that's not easy to do, to develop a connection with a receiver like that, but what has impressed you the most about Trevor through the first 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think that he's had a long off season, working extremely hard, and then I think on top of that, just his feel for the game is elite. Stuff you can't coach. Just his spatial awareness is top tier, and then what he does with the ball in his hands, I think that he makes guys miss, and then beats man coverage, knows where to sit in zones. Just makes my life easier. Obviously, a lot of reps and a lot of time go into building that chemistry, but it's definitely paid off through the first 2 weeks.
Certainly has. We hope it continues this week against Stanford. Best of luck on Friday night inside the Dome.
Yes, sir.
All right, that is Kyle McCord, and another 2-minute drill with him. He'll be on the field Friday night, 7:30 kickoff against Stanford.